All right. If I hear you correctly, you say you are into drinks and want to
I want to go
go into
into
food, right?
food. I want to just supplement it. Although one of the challenges I'm having now is workers, but that aside, if you want to implement all you are teaching us, like how to sell to
Yeah.
customers, how to get more customers, how do I implement all of this
Okay.
into it?
All right. Let me start with the first question. When it comes to implementation, what we are doing for the past three, we've met. This is the third time. Is the
Mm,
theoretical aspect. And
yes,
like I said, tomorrow we will now see Facebook and Instagram ads. We will now look
okay.
at how to run ad, how you sell online. Do you understand? How you run
Mm,
campaigns. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Now,
yes,
from where you are now, one of the things you must do now is knowledge. This is I'm sharing. This is how you start. Let the knowledge be inside of you. So that when I start doing the practicals tomorrow now, as I was saying about interest, you will see it on Facebook. You see how Meta works. All this thing I've been shouting since the first day. Uh, Target audience, segmentation, buyer persona. You now see it live. So as I said, the starting point is getting the knowledge first. This theoretical aspect I just mentioned. So once you get it and you now combine the practical, there's nothing you cannot sell. So there are two sides of the coin. The first coin is what you're about to round off, the theoretical aspect. Why from tomorrow we'll now be doing the practical. And practical sometimes it requires a lot of focus. You have to be active and be focused on practical. Do you understand? So that you can learn it and practice it. Learn. If possible, if some of you even have, like you said, you are into drinks, we can even use your
yes,
business as an instance, as a template tomorrow self to even start. Do you understand? Then I
yes,
want
sir.
us to now we'll now bring ideas. I don't want to bring the ideas alone. I want us from what you've learned, you now start developing strategies. We'll now come up with a campaign. We'll create a campaign for your drinks. We'll see
Okay,
practical tomorrow. We can use your drink or anybody's business that that you have a page online already. We can even create your own page tomorrow for you. We'll create a new page. Do you understand?
okay,
To see it as a test run, to test your own product. Then you can now see what I'm doing. Then you can now implement it for your work. But after the training, you can now start doing it. I don't know if I answered the question.
yes, sir. Okay. And then how do you implement it? Okay, you said tomorrow.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
From tomorrow we start.
I
So I don't know
have
if
a
anybody.
question. Oh.
All right, ask the question. You can go ahead.
Okay, my question is about the collection of information to create of the customer for the buyer personnel. Like, what kind of information should we collect? Like,
Sorry, I didn't get what you just said. Come again.
the information we should collect about the customer that we use to
Yeah,
create and that we work with to create the buyer personnel. What
yeah.
kind of information? What are the things that we should take note of to collect the
I,
information?
I guess you joined late, right? Because I know
Yes,
I
sir.
I started from the beginning. I mentioned all of these things. We are trying to see. Thank God you're a fashion designer. You know what they call a mannequin, right?
Yes, sir.
Eh, just like what a mannequin is to a fashion designer. That's what this buyer persona is to a marketer. You're trying to create a picture of your ideal customers you want to target, their age, where do they, what country are they from, what do they do, where do they spend their time on. I see these questions. These are the questions you ask yourself. So now you start putting on paper. Okay, I want to target people who are from age 18 to 25 because they are the ones that are suited to my product. You're asking the question, you're also giving yourself the answer. Some of the questions you ask yourself, you have to now do research to go and find them. Do you understand? Hello? If you are with me, say yes. You can please unmute your mic if you're the one asking the question so I can get feedback.
Mm,
Is it clear? Hello?
I can hear
Okay,
you. I don't know about
okay,
her.
but I think she went.
have a question, sir.
All right. Can we now proceed? Any other question, please?
Yes, sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please ask your question.
My
I'm with
question
you.
is, you actually answered her question, but I'm asking, in the aspect of catering, do we have to have audience, a targeted audience, like age-wise, or
I didn't get that question. Sorry, come again.
you made reference of, you answered her question, she's
Yeah.
Christian, this is she or what time, based on her fashion um industry. Okay, coming
Yeah.
back to my own business aspect, do I need to have audience, like a targeted audience? This is something everybody go for.
Okay, let's say I think you're into events, right?
Yeah, events and catering, snacks, like that.
Wait, now watch. I think you actually have audience. There are people, it's not everybody that does event. Oh. There's a difference between people that will do and those who want to do. Do you understand? For example,
Yes, sir.
now, for
Yes,
you,
sir.
what you'll be looking at, okay,
Like me now, for now, I'm actually focusing more on the food aspect, like the snacks and the food aspect,
okay.
not
Let's say you are
the entire
okay,
event.
not okay. Let me use an instance. Let's say you are into food. You're into food and snacks. Let me use your business as an instance. What kind of food are you selling? Are you doing? Is it just catering, or is it you are opening a shop, then or a restaurant? People can come and buy. What kind of? You need to now tell yourself, what do I need? Because there are persons who love to go to restaurants to eat. There are those who can afford to do service delivery. All of these are things you must take note of. Do you understand?
Uh,
So I need to understand. That's why one of the things you do when you're engaging the client is to understand the person's need. Once I understand what you need, I can be able to provide the right solution for you. Like you said, you are into catering. You help people cater for. So mostly it's people who are doing events, want to go and service. Maybe somebody that wants to wed or naming ceremony or child education. I don't know if I'm capturing some areas you people that will need your services.
and that's the big picture of it. Like the daily meals, deliver food to offices, to schools,
Okay,
snacks
okay,
like
okay, okay.
shawarma, those
All right. See,
their
now,
daily meals.
mm, now, even though you are saying everybody needs food, but it's not everybody that can afford food that people they have to now pay for way bill and get it delivered to them. So you need to know there's a select kind of people that, based on research, are into that niche. They don't cook. They rather order foods to their houses and get it delivered to them. So you need to now find those people. Where are they? What channels do they use? What is their age bracket? You don't want to target everybody from 18 years. No, now there's an age bracket you must want to go for, either from 22 to around 30 something. You know that people that are in their 60s and 50 something, they don't have time to order for food. You know why? They are married, they have children, they don't order. So don't even though you are saying age and people everybody wants your food, no, because of what you are trying to do, you need to now find your target audience and focus on them. Don't focus on everybody so that you don't waste. As I said, once you understand buyer persona, you don't waste your fund. Because look at how Facebook work. If you're targeting everybody, they will share your phone to everybody. Oh. But if you're targeting people in an age bracket, those persons that your advert will reach, it will cut out other people. So you don't have to waste your funds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, thank you very much. Any other question, please? I love the
Okay, sir,
questions I'm
please,
getting
to,
today.
to, to add to that question that she just gave out, that you are
All right.
giving her answers to. Like you said, if like Facebook now, if you say everybody, it will show your advert to everybody. Now, coming to that aspect of food, like me, I was thinking the way she was thinking that of course everybody needs food, so everybody is going to buy food. Now, if it comes to that, if I'm to run an advert on Facebook and like I stay in Obeji, I stay in Bokodo Waterside, since I am just starting. If I want to run advert and I say, okay, I want this advert to only be for people in Bokodo, that's my vicinity around my area, so I can manage it first, maybe before trying to scale up. Since I am considering other aspects like workers, since there are no workers these days, you hardly find girls that want to come and work, you know. So if I say only Bokodo Waterside, or sorry, only Bokodo, people residing in Bokodo, are you trying to tell me that the advert is only actually going to show, Facebook will only show that advert to people around that area?
Yes.
Am I not supposed to
Yes.
throw it open so that a lot of people will see? Because not everybody might still see it.
Now, see, that's why I said it's not you. See, you now say, okay, I want to sell food. I don't just want people in Bokodo to see it. I want those in Ekpan, those in Jakpa Road, those in New Layout. Do you understand? You now tell Facebook what you want. Don't be afraid. It's you. It's your money. You know, it's your right. You cannot tell them, okay, I don't, even though I'm living in Bokodo, I don't want this advert to be. I want it to be in my area and other areas around Warri. You cannot select those areas. I don't know if I understand, if I answer the question right.
Yeah.
That's how it works. So don't just focus on your environment. Don't just say because I said no. You can say, oh no, this my business is for. You can even say this business should be for everywhere in Warri. Long as you're in Warri, you must see the advert.
Okay.
Everybody in Warri will see it. Now, where this bad persona comes is there are people in Warri who have like pages about food, who have interest with food, who have passion. So everything they've been doing online with food have been stored. So when you now go to the place called interest, you now type food lovers. But by tomorrow you see what the things I'm saying. You see how Facebook break this thing down into 3 key areas: demographic, interest, and there are 3 categories: demographics, interest, and age. And not just age. There are other. There's what that one I'm looking for. There's what that keyword. By tomorrow we'll see all of these things, so I don't have to. By tomorrow we'll see it live and direct. Do you understand?
Okay.
Any other question, please?
Thank you.
From Gospel.
So you talk about that assignment. Me, I don't understand that assignment.
Okay, yes. I give an assignment. Since nobody have another question, we'll go to the assignment now. I give an assignment that was on our last meeting, and I think Goslov, are you here? Let me start with our own question. Where is she? If she can come online, if she can say something, I'll know she's here, so I don't have to. I'll know she's following or she's with me. Hello, Goslov.
I'm not sure if she's online.
Is she here?
Not sure. Love Sam is here.
Okay, Goslov is not. She's online, but she's not. Her mic is still mute. So I'm trying to read that question, but I think I will jump her question. So since she's not here, okay, she's following. All right. So she's following. So I'll go back to her question, which she asked last week. Please, I want us to look at it together. If you can open your Telegram, say, how do you convince? Let's look at the question together. How do you convince a customer to buy your goods or products when you know the person can get it somewhere else cheaper? The difference is yours is original. That's the only difference. And there's actually no difference between the original and the fake when it comes to look. Please, who can answer this question for us? Let's deal with it together. Anybody?
Sir, please come again. What's the question?
Said, how do you convince a customer to buy your goods or products when you know the person can get it? So let's say, Mrs. Suchina, your shop is at Obeji, and you sell iPhone. Let me give an instant. iPhone. And me too. My shop is in Jakpa Road. Or in fact, that same Ubeji. I have a shop with you, Ubeji. But the issue is that you sell original phone. I sell fake. Is it with let me see. Yeah, original and fake. I mean, I sell fake one. You sell original. But both of them look alike. There's no difference between both of them. How do you convince a customer that comes to buy that? But possibly your own now is more expensive, with like 10,000, and my own is not cheaper. Do you understand? How do you convince the customer to buy?
Well, for me, I'll only tell the customer that there is there is a that there is the original and there is fake of the product, and what I sell is the original. And then that he knows that anything original lasts longer, is durable compared to the fake one, which you could buy cheaper, but if the person that buys the original one uses it for 2 years, he might end up using his own for just 3 or 4 months, and it will get spoiled and he will buy another one. So at the end of the
Okay,
day,
yes.
he has also spent as much as he would have spent buying the original one at the first instance. So he should save
Beautiful.
himself the time and the cost of everything.
Beautiful. Wow, that's good. That's a good one. Let me also add this. One of the things you can now do as a business person, for me, if you are somebody that doesn't buy fake things, what I'll do is I will have a prototype of that fake in my shop. So that when the customer comes to my shop, I'll show them this is original. And I also show them the difference between the original and the fake. See this is the reason why this one, when you see originals are always having this, but fake ones always have this. But the customer can now choose to now buy. Do you understand? But when you show them the difference, nobody argues with what they can see. No, you can see this one. Not like I have it too, but this one is fake. That's original. But I don't sell it. That thing will do something to the customer. I don't sell fake. What I sell original. So even the customer said, before you leave that shop, you start feeling bad. Maybe I don't go buy fake. Now they don't give me warranty already. Like Mrs. Chichi said, no, if you buy this one, 3 months time, you come back again and buy another one. So by then you have probably spent double of the money. These are some of the things you give as pointers and the customer, because people buy story, they don't buy products. Before they buy your product, they buy your storyline. So what story do you tell somebody because the customer wants to save money? That's the person you are saying is he wants to just save money by all means. I want to buy the most quality product at the cheapest price. That's the customer's heartbeat. So, but quality comes at a price. So what I tell him, I create my own story. See, this one, look at it. It does not have the real this thing. Like, I have a friend that sells perfume. So I went to get perfume. She then gave me something I never knew before. Now, he said, original perfumes always come covered, like they are wrapped. They are sealed. That's the word. They are sealed. Why? She called it copy. Why copies are always in, you can always put them out of their cover. I didn't know this before. So she just said, originals are more expensive, but copies are cheaper. And she said both of them. So for clients who don't know, I tell you, give me the same thing. Because they smell the same, but they're actually different. The durability is not the difference. One lasts longer, this one lasts less. But customers, they don't understand that. But that singular difference you just showed me. Original ones are sealed. These ones, they are not sealed. You can remove them. I say, man, I will not buy fake. Are you seeing it? Just that storyline changed my perspective. So what story are you telling the customers that will make them buy? I don't know if I answered the question, God's love. I think I did, or we have done. And the next one, does anybody have anything to share before I move on?
So, liking it to food, at least I've seen a second person that said she too still deals with food. Me too,
Yeah.
I dealt with food. Okay, like even in this my drinking business, there was one time I started this food business. But like I will always go back to lack of workers. I broke down. I only run the business for 2 weeks and then I broke down because I could not handle both the drinks and the food. Now, but one thing I noticed at that time was that I wasn't making as much as, not like as if I didn't make profit. I made profit from the food, but not as much as I should have made from people selling food. Why? Because I could not just be able to not buy like stockfish, dry fish, and put in my soup. Like there was a girl I met in the market because I still tried meeting people. There was a girl I met in the market. She bought 2 cups of this long egusi soup. We got talking and I found out she was cooking too. Where I went to buy something, she came there to still buy. And I now was like, I quickly make friends. And I was like, you sell food too? She said yes. I we got talking. And so I started asking her some things to just get her own idea. I found out that for me to make that 2 cups of egusi soup, I must buy stockfish at least 500 naira on. But she bought this okporoko that 100 naira on. And then I was wondering, I told her, is it this 100 naira on you use and make? She said, yes. So if you don't do it like that, that you will not make more profit. I told her, but the soup will not be sweet. She said, no, it will be sweet. I said, okay. And I watched. She now told me how she makes her eba. In fact, it was then I know that there's a way you make eba. It will be so soft and light that it will rise. It will be more. But me, I normally make my eba the way I make in the house. So
No
even when I was
wonder.
selling,
Ah,
even when I was selling, some of my customers will tell like me. Then I was selling a plate. I was selling between 900, 800. In fact, I made it 800. And
yeah.
people were like, no, it's too much. Oh, we are supposed to buy it 300. I said, 300, how? By the time so two of my customers now said to me that, this your soup just be like house soup. In fact,
Yeah.
it was part of the reasons why I stopped the business because I didn't know how I will manage to not to buy. In fact, one day I had to go to that girl's shop to go and eat. And I told her, give me your food of 300 naira. And she gave me, I was like, I don't understand. You use this 100 naira of Morocco to cook these 2 egusi soup. She said, yes, but Misha, I still know the difference. Now, so customers will come and still be telling, I want you to liken this aspect of what will you now be telling them? Because honestly, I tell them that things are expensive in the market. I'll not tell them like what I will use. They will tell you are other people not using it. Some of them know the truth too. So how do
Yeah.
you now see bend them to buying that's your own of 800 in place
All right.
of
See,
300?
let me give a
Can I say
practical. Please say.
okay? When it comes to food, to me, what over the years I've actually been into not directly or been managing it from my auntie. One thing I found out, people like good food though, but they wouldn't want to pay that money for that food,
Yeah.
for that good food.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now you as a business person, what you have to do is you have to be in between. You wouldn't want to lose quality because me, I tell people I don't give quantity. Instead, I give you quality. If you know you cannot afford the quality, then please don't come and buy. Yes. So now that's I think now I'm beginning to understand where he said the targeted audience is coming from. So since I want to um make a quality food, I will have to look for quality people that will get it. Okay, if I am in a local area, I will try as much as I can to give them quality, but not as not as they want that it's supposed to be. You get so you can build them high. The ones that want to pay, will buy. And
Yeah.
human being, I want to say, put sweet to but na the money, but they will still be coming there. But if you think that you want to drop your quality like that other person, they
Yeah.
will somehow they will come and they will not come. They just feel like that. So I don't know. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. Let me add something very, very important. Last week, Monday, it's a new restaurant that opened in along Refinery Road. I don't know if you have seen that restaurant. That Viva Mexico. Anybody who have seen it? Let me just unmute your mic and say something. That new
No, sir.
restaurant. Have you seen it?
No, no, sir.
No, the one The one close to HQ, there's one new restaurant, Viva Mexico. They just opened recently. So
Upstairs,
yes, that new upstairs, that new building. So I entered there to go and eat. I had a meeting, so the meeting was inside the place. So, and I love new things. Don't mind me. I love things that are expensive. So I went there. Man, that place is sweet. The interior, the place is worth it, but their food is expensive. So me and my boss went there to eat because we had a meeting there. So he was telling me that the food is expensive. He bought just chicken and coleslaw. Was about 4.8. Chicken and coleslaw. 4.8. Yes.
Akpu will not be how much.
So, but when we are talking, he said something that this place is not for this environment. I said, sir, no, this is for us. We like it. Like I said, it's not for us. Are we poor people here? I did not agree. For what? Why I did agree is I believe people in Warri can, even though we are seeing people don't have money, but when it comes to food, people know quality. People know the right things. They actually know it. But us that it is not your packaging. Now, the guy that set up that place, they know what they're going for. They know the kind of persons they want to reach.
It's not everybody that will come and buy.
Thank you. It's not everybody that will go there. In fact, if you go there, if they tell you price, you might just walk away and just go back to your house and go and buy a medium 1,000 naira. So I said, so we got talking. So I said, but that means this guy that started this place, he doesn't want everybody. And I checked all through when we were there. People that were coming there, they were, they have sense. Let me use that word. It's not just ordinary person that just come there. If you don't have money, you cannot enter there. You must hold first. So that when you don't price chicken, they don't tell you 3.5. You now run back. So why I said so is, why I said so is you can, before you go into your business, know the kind of persons you want to reach out to first of all. Don't look at what Mr. A is selling 300 naira. You now do that. No, don't use that. You can use our own as a blueprint, but you now do your mathematics. You've checked your cost. There are people who will patronize you because you are expensive. There are those who will come for you because you are cheap. But see, this is the rule of business. Like for me as a marketer, my 7 days advert is 50,000 naira for 7 days. There are those that charge 10,000 for the same service I do for 50,000 naira. What's the difference? So I meet a client, he tells me, your price is too expensive. Why do you charge 50K? Why Mr. So and so charge 10,000? Do you know what I tell them? This is the question I was asking some of you last week. If you have done that assignment, there are about 6 questions people ask. One of them is pricing. One of them is price. Customers always have reservation when it comes to price. It's too expensive. When somebody tell you your price is too expensive, what do? Do you tell them, if you know buy, they go now, things don't cost the market now. I better leave and join market. You don't do that.
That's normal. That's how market woman.
Market woman. You're going to say, fuel don't cost. Now, people don't increase everything. I bet if you don't pay, they get out of this place. They will argue and they will banter. But what I tell them is, see my first word, ma or sir. I understand how you feel. See this thing when I just said is a key word when it comes to sales. Understanding how clients feel. I understand how you feel. But look at the things I'll be doing with the funds you are sending. I explain. You see. 2, I tell them all through the duration of this advert, I'll be your social media manager for the next 7 days free of charge. And normally, social media management is about 100,000 naira. So when I say that, and are you seeing key points that I use? So I counter their objections or their questions with the right answer. Do you get? If you are following, say I'm following, please.
I'm following.
So you don't just leave them like that. Buy, they go. No, you must buy. I need your money. Don't tell me you must buy the product. So I answer them based on the question that they ask. You tell me, it's too expensive. I tell you, I give you benefits of what you enjoy being on my side. I don't just offer what the other person offer. Just one advert. No, I will manage your page for the next 7 days, and I'll make sure I deliver qualified leads to your page. I don't just give you people who are not interested. No, I tell you, there are people who are going to you, those who are interested in your services, who are interested in your goods. So there's no way you hear those things, and the way I present to you, I told you, people buy stories, they don't buy products first. It's your story they buy first.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
you telling that person that you manage the person's social media, is that not ordinarily what you are already doing for advertising in her page?
No,
Advertising
that's
to
not what I
her.
do. Okay, let me
And you
explain.
said it cost 100K. As in, is it different?
Yes. For instance, there's social media management. There's advert. Advert costs and managing a page are two different things. Normally, what I would do with just your advert, I want advert and that's all. I'm done. Have you ever done advert on a radio station before? You go to a radio station now and do advert. They don't
No,
manage your account. Whether you get anybody, they don't care. They have done it, they have done it.
okay.
Do you
Okay.
understand? They
Mm.
don't, that's advert. Now, one thing about adverts, in advertisement, you don't promise sales. You don't say, after this advert, I'll make sure you sell 100 million. But that's stealing. You cannot do that. You cannot. What I do is to bring people for you who are getting to buy your product. But how you close them is up to you. But what I'll be doing with you is I will walk through you, I'll work with you throughout this advert to make sure we deliver sales for your product. There's no way. If I talk to you, let's say you're coming for the first time, and I give you my speech. You must that money. If you have the money, you bring it. You must bring it. I know. If the money is there, you bring it. I have seen people who want to go and borrow money to do adverts. I'm not joking. You go and borrow money.
Yes, now adverts cost more. So, sir, what you are
Yes,
even
cost
saying
money.
now is that what you are saying now is that if okay, you now tell somebody you are going to manage the person's advert, that means you want to still follow up the person's page until he or she makes sales. Like you said, when it comes to adverts alone, like on radios, that they don't want to know if they actually if people bought or not. What they know is that they've run the advert. But the
Yes.
difference now that you are trying to see when you tell somebody you are going to manage the person's social media, it means that you will now be the one to manage those people that come into the page until you follow them up and see to that they buy. Is that what you're
No,
trying to say?
until the duration of the advert, so that you can be
Within the
clear.
duration of that advert, some people
Exactly.
can still buy. Abi?
Yes, no. See, like I've seen the adverts the people buy on the first day sometimes. Sorry, second day after 24 hours. Yes. So on the second day, there's already sales. I've done advert like that. So, but one thing as a marketer, one thing I do is I don't overpromise. I underpromise and overdeliver. That's my keyword. That's my mantra. I make sure I underpromise. Like, for example, now, there's a number of persons that I'm supposed to deliver to you. Now, some persons can still go the extra mile of saying, this your post, this your advert, it will get to about 500,000 persons in the next 7 days. That's massive. So I can use that yardstick. Depending on what I feel the client needs per time. And also, depending on the nature of the product. But sometimes you are selling land, for instance, you are into real estate. Real estate is patient. Even if you are paying 200K for adverts for real estate, you don't expect after like 5 days you make sales. No. Real estate, for some persons, there is a build-up. Nobody sees real estate advert and buy immediately. They have to confirm some things. If the land is genuine, if you are a real person, all of those things you have to, if you even have office. I don't know if you understand. Some of them want to come and see the land itself. They want to come to the land and see if it's genuine. So, and as I'm doing that, the advert is running. People are coming in. So, as I said, I don't guarantee, I don't tell you I will make you make 10 sales. No, I don't do that. That's a lie. But I'm promising you, there are people who will come to your page, are people who are interested in your services, who are interested in your products. So they'll contact you. Hi, Joyce. I see your advert online. How much is this product? I'm interested. I'm based in this. So with that, you cannot make your sales. You're the one that will make the sales, not me. Okay, she's not online to listen to that. I wish she was listening to that part. Very, very important. I don't know if I answered the question so far. Then I think one other person made a question, and that's Victory. But since she's not here, we will not take the question that she asked. But please, if you have any other question, let me know, please. Any other question, please? Okay, at the absence of any question,